Ah, yeah!
Well, it seems that today's bird of the day shall be presented in deep voice chorus. For Budgie has deemed it so. So welcome everyone to Corvus Twig's Bird of the Day. Today was a karaoke stream, so I had to pick a fitting bird. A bird known for its vocal talents, known for its ability to sing many songs. So of course, today's bird of the day is the Northern Mockingbird. Da da da! Look at this bird. What a wonderful bird. Simple in color, but elegant in its design. Look at this bird. Such striking legs, such a wonderful long tail, sleek, smooth head with a wonderfully long beak. A beautiful bird. How large are these birds? Well, about 8.1 to 10 or to 11 inches long. But about half of that length is its tail. So they are a very long-tailed bird. And a pretty good wingspan, 12 to 15 inches. So they are decently sized, and they will weigh 1.4 to 2 ounces, so that puts it about the same size as your cardinals, and perhaps robins, a little smaller than a robin. Now these birds, pretty good lifespan. Obviously, most of them. The average lifespan is going to be in about the 3 to 4 year things, but a natural lifespan is about 8 years in the wild, although one in captivity lived up to 20 years old. Now, as you can see, of course, you did not even need to look. You saw this bird and you're like, that's a passeriform. Of course it is, a small little perching bird. What else could it be? The family Mimidae. Obviously a Greek thing for mimicry. For the mockingbird is an entire family of birds that is spread throughout the entire world. But today we are focusing on the northern mockingbird, and as you can see, it is a North American bird, although it seems to be in the southern half of North America. Not many of these birds in Canada. Oh, you may get a few in Toronto in the summertime. The yellow area is where you will find them only in the summertime. And the green area is where you will find them year-round. Yes, they prefer the southern United States, particularly the southeast, and they love Mexico and the Caribbean islands and all those Central American countries. And they'll be there year-round. They like the warm climates, but as you can see, where I live in Minnesota, there are no mockingbirds. None at all. Now, what is the mockingbird most known for? Why, this, of course. This is a long sound clip, so I'm going to just let it play while I continue to speak. The mockingbird is thusly called so because this bird can know hundreds and hundreds of songs. Very complex vocalizations with all sorts of tones and sounds and wonderful little chirpy songs that range from simple to incredibly elaborate. What a beautiful singer this bird is. They sing for many reasons. A male will use its wonderful singing voice to attract a mate and be like, hey baby, look how well I sing. Wouldn't you like to have babies who can sing as well as me? And she'll be like, why yes. And therefore, they use singing in their mating rituals. They do many of the other bird things, you know, dancing around, fluffing up their feathers, all that good stuff. But, you know, the song is what really makes it. Of course, they will also sing to warn other birds that this is my space. My babies are born here, so you better stay away. The bugs here are mine to eat. Get out. Of course, they may also sing when a predator is nearby to warn other birds that they are nearby. We are hearing so many different bird calls, but these are all mockingbirds. That's the diversity of the songs they sing. Quite impressive, is it not? Now, these birds are omnivorous, as many birds of this type are. In the summertime, they do very much prefer insects and worms. They like to eat the meat. But in the wintertime, it is more difficult, and thus they switch to more of a vegetarian diet in the wintertime, though they will still eat any bugs that they find. But they're opportunistic and will find whatever they can. They will make a stop at a bird feeder, if you give them a chance. Now, you see that next thing, socially monogamous. What does that mean? Well, mating pair will pair up in the springtime, and they will have babies together. But let's just put it this way. There'll be some cheating going on. A male may end up raising babies that are not even his own. The males get around, that's what I'm saying. And the females will mate with any bird that they think is, Sometimes another male will come into a territory and be like, hey, baby. And she'll be like, wow, you sing good. And then they'll mate and they'll have a clutch of eggs together. And boy, do they lay up to. I swear I finished typing that. Well, let me finish this. Lay up to 7 clutches of eggs per year. One that they recorded, one ladybird had 28 eggs in a single season. That's so many. So many. They would say on average, a mother mockingbird will raise 4 clutches of eggs per year. How about that? How about that? Now, we talked about the Australian magpie a little bit earlier, how they're very territorial and they will swoop. Well, guess what? So will the mockingbird. You get near their nest and they perceive you as a threat, they will come down on you like the force of an 1.5 ounce bird. Not super threatening. The Australian magpie is a little bit bigger. But hey, they'll try and get you away. And they don't like other birds coming nearby. So yeah, they'll swoop. Very territorial. Don't want anyone near their nest. Or near their feeding grounds. You know, it's where they are. It's where they are. Now, mockingbirds, because of their wonderful singing, were very commonly taken as pets in the 1800s. In fact, it became a very large problem in that the wild populations of mockingbirds sharply declined because there was too much poaching of them. Not for meat, but to take into homes. But of course, they are a wild bird. They do not thrive there. And therefore, it was made illegal. You may now no longer legally have a mockingbird as a pet. There's a mockingbird looking at you from outside. Oh, that mockingbird must have known what the bird of the day was. Interesting. But yes, the mockingbird is a very popular bird, especially in southeastern American culture. Because as you can see, Arkansas, Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Texas all have the mockingbird as their state bird. That's 5 states. 10% of the states in the United States have decided that the mockingbird is worthy of being their state bird. How wonderful. How wonderful. And of course, how could I do an episode on a mockingbird without mentioning one of the most famous novels made movies of all time? Kill a Mockingbird. Well, that was an allegory for about like how great of a sin it is, but you know, the mockingbird in the title. The book's not actually about mockingbirds, but you know, come on, we all know that. We all know the book To Kill a Mockingbird. Harper Lee wrote about that. And put that as the title. But yes, I will have to give it a mention. So what are my thoughts on the Mockingbird? Well, I have much respect for this little bird. Such a wonderful singer. A better singer than old Corvus. Oh, if there was a really, really great karaoke singer, someone who is an amazing singer, they should be a Mockingbird VTuber. How wonderful would that be? It would be wonderful indeed. So, the Northern Mockingbird. You're top tier as far as little passiforms go. You're pretty, you sing well, and yeah, just pretty around all around great bird. All around great bird. And that, as they say, is that.